The Fokker 50 is a turboprop-powered airliner, designed as a refinement of and successor to the highly successful Fokker F27 Friendship. The Fokker 60 is a stretched freighter version of the Fokker 50. Both aircraft were built by Fokker in the Netherlands. The Fokker 60 has also been used by the Royal Netherlands Air Force, and now they are in service with the Peruvian Naval Aviation. Development: Fokker 50. The Fokker 50 was designed after sales of the Fokker F27 Friendship, which had been in continual production since 1958, were beginning to decline by the 1980s. Design of the Fokker 50 started in 1983, with DLT and Ansett Airlines of Australia being launch customers. Fokker built two prototypes derived from F-27 airframes, the first of which flew for the first time on December 28, 1985. Certification of the Fokker 50 by the Dutch Aviation Authority (RLD) was successfully completed in 1987, and the first production aircraft was delivered to DLT of Germany. Production ended in 1996 after the Fokker Aircraft Company went into liquidation, with the last aircraft delivered the following year. By the end of the program, 213 Fokker 50s had been produced. As of August 2006, a total of 171 Fokker 50 aircraft remained in airline service. Major operators included Avianca, Denim Air, Skyways Express and BLM Airlines. Some 27 other airlines including Air Astana also operate smaller numbers of the type. Fokker 60. The Fokker 60 is stretched 1.62 am longer than the F-50 for a total length of 26.87 am. It has a large cargo door on the right side immediately behind the cockpit. Only 4 examples were built, all of them delivered to the Royal Netherlands Air Force. All of them were part of 334 Squadron based at Eindhoven Airport. They were used to transport equipment and soldiers. Paradrops were done as well. Another 60 were under construction but never completed, due to Fokker's bankruptcy. 2 of the Fokker 60s were converted in 2005 to maritime patrol aircraft as a temporary solution when the Royal Netherlands Navy P-3 Orions were phased out due to budget cuts. They were stationed at Hato AB Kuala Section O, until they were replaced by civil DHC-8 aircraft in October 2007. When the Royal Netherlands Air Force decided to buy 2 extra Lockheed C-130s, the Fokker 60s were phased out. The 4 Fokker 60 that were stored at Wanstrecht Air Base were sold to the Peruvian Naval Aviation. The first 2 planes were delivered on June 8, 2010, and the second batch of 2 planes are delivered at the end of 2010. Since March 2013, 2 Fokker 60s are based at DHL Lelystad Airport in their Royal Dutch Air Force livery. Design: the Fokker 50 was based on the stretched F-27-500 airframe, but with a larger number of smaller windows in the fuselage and a 2-wheel nose gear. Basic construction of the fuselage, wings and empennage remained unchanged apart from strengthening the various sections where required. The wing was equipped with upturned ailerons and wingtips, effectively acting as wing endplates or winglets. The major design change from the Fokker F-27 was in the engines, and in equipping the aircraft with an electronic flight and engine management system. The original Rolls-Royce darts and various marks of basically 1268-1715 kW were replaced with 2 more fuel-efficient Pratt & Whitney Canada PW124 power plants of 1864 kW each, driving 6-bladed Doughty rotor propellers. The Fokker 50 can carry up to 62 passengers over a range of 1,080 nanometers at a typical speed of 286 knots. A 27 knots increase over the Fokker F-27. Variants: Fokker 50, F-27 Mark 050, marketed as the Fokker 50, based on the F-27 Mark 500 with 2 Pratt & Whitney Canada PW125B or PW127B turboprop engines with 6-bladed propellers, updated systems and cockpit instrumentation, increased use of composite structure, double the number of windows, change from pneumatic to hydraulic systems and addition of electronic engine and propeller controls and an electronic flight instrument system and integrated warning system. F-27 Mark 0502, marketed as the Fokker 50, same as the 050 with reconfigured interior layout and change in type of aft emergency exits, 6 built. Fokker 60, F27 Mark 0604, marketed as the Fokker 60, same as the 0502 with an increased fuselage length, increased design weight and introduction of a large cargo door in the forward right side of the fuselage. 2 Pratt & Whitney PW127B turboprop engines, 4 built. Operators, as of October 2012 124 aircraft were still in operational use with airlines. Fokker 50 civil operators. Aero Condor, Aero Mongolia, Air Iceland, Air Panama, Alliance Airlines, Mapula Flyg, Aria, Avia, Bluebird Aviation, CityJet, Compagnie Africaine d'Aviation, 1 lost due to crash on March 4, 2013, Denim Air, Feeder Airlines, Indonesia Air Transport, Insel Air, Iranian Air Transport, Kish Air, Mid Airlines, Minoan Air, Hanu Air, Miniliner, Pacific Royal Airways, Palestinian Airlines, Sky Aviation, Solma, Sudan Airways, Transnissa Air Services 5, Travel Air PNG, Virgin Australia Regional Airlines, Fokker 50 military and government operators. The following governments or military operators currently fly the Fokker 50 in passenger or cargo roles: a Netherlands, Royal Netherlands Air Force. A Republic of China Air Force, as VIP transport. A Singapore, Republic of Singapore Air Force, as utility transport aircraft and maritime patrol aircraft. A Tanzania Government Flight Agency, as VIP transport. A Thailand, Royal Thai Police, former operators. A Angola, TAAG Angola Airlines. A Australia, Airlines of New South Wales, Ansett Australia, Flight West Airlines. A Austria, Austrian Airlines Tyrolean Airways. A Brazil, Nordis Linhas or Copyright Res Regionais, Rio Sul, TAM Airlines. A Colombia, Avianca, SAM Colombia. A Estonia, Estonian Air. A Germany, Contact Air, Lufthansa CityLine, OLT Express Germany. A India, Raja. An Ireland, Aer Lingus. A Kazakhstan, Air Astana. A Kenya, Kenya Airways. A Latvia, Air Baltic. A Luxembourg, Luxair. A Malaysia, Firefly, Fly Asian Express, Malaysia Airlines, Maswings. A Netherlands, KLM Cityhopper, KLM UG. A Nigeria, Virgin Nigeria Airways. A Norway, Busybee, Norwegian Air Shuttle, Scandinavian Airlines. A Philippines, Philippine Airlines. A Spain, Iberia Air Nostrum. A Taiwan, Formosa Airlines Mandarin Airlines. A United Kingdom, Air UK, Fokker 60 military operators. A Peru, Peruvian Naval Aviation, 2 as utility transport aircraft and 2 as maritime patrol aircraft. Former operators: a Netherlands, Royal Netherlands Air Force. Accidents and incidents: on September 15, 1995, Malaysia Airlines Flight 2133, a Fokker 50 crashed during approach into Sabah due to pilot error, killing 34 of 53 passengers and crew on board in the first hull loss of a Fokker 50. On June 9, 2002, Ethiopian Airlines Flight 113, a Fokker 50 aircraft few minutes after departure on a flight to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, 2 passengers who managed to bring a model explosive and 2 small knives on board attempted to hijack the aircraft. Both perpetrators were shot by in-flight security personnel. During the incident, 1 cabin crew member was injured. The aircraft and all passengers on board arrived at the intended destination safely. On November 6, 2002, Luxair Flight 9642, a Fokker 50 aircraft en route to Luxembourg Eurofindel Airport crashed and burned on final approach to the airport about 6 nautical miles short of the runway while trying to land in the fog. 20 out of 22 passengers and crew perished. On February 10, 2004, Kish Air Flight 7170, a Fokker 50 crashed on approach to Sharjah International Airport, United Arab Emirates after both propellers reversed while causing a loss of control. All 6 crew and 37 of the 40 passengers on board were killed. On February 14, 2006, an SAS commuter Fokker 50 named and Viking sustained substantial damage when the main landing gear collapsed when the airplane was parked at the gate at Oslo Gardermoen Airport, Norway. The aircraft was to carry out early morning flight Saskatchewan, 2301 to Kristiansand, but the passengers had not boarded the flight yet. On November 15, 2012, a Skyward International Aviation Fokker 50 registration 5 Viking crashed on approach to a Whale, South Sudan after its landing gear collapsed and the aircraft left the runway immediately after landing. One passenger received minor injuries and the other 56 on board escaped unhurt. The aircraft was substantially damaged. On March 3, 2013, a Compagnie Africaine d'Aviation Fokker 50 registration 9 QCBD crashed in poor weather while on approach to Goma International Airport in Goma, Democratic Republic of the Congo, killing all 7 crew including Russian citizen, Alexander Bazhinov. There were 3 survivors. On July 2, 2014, a Skyward International Aviation Fokker 50 registration 5 YCET operating a cargo flight ferrying cart and bound for Mogadishu, Somalia crashed into Embakasi suburbs after taking off from Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in Nairobi, Kenya. All 4 crew members died and the hull disintegrated and burned partially on impact with a high-rise structure. Specifications, data from airlines.net, general characteristics, crew, 2, capacity, up to 58 passengers, length, 25.25 am. Fokker 60, 26.87 am. Wingspan, 29 am, height, 8.32 am, wing area, 70 am2, empty weight, 12,250 kg, 0 fuel weight, 18,600 kg, gross weight, 18,597 kg, max takeoff weight, 20,820 kg. Fokker 60, 22,950 kg. Power plant, 2 Pratt & Whitney Canada PW125B turboprop engines, 1,864 kW each. Fokker 60, 2x 1,953 kW Pratt & Whitney Canada PW127B turboprop engines. Propellers, 6-bladed Doughty-Rotal composite propellers, performance, maximum speed, 560 km/h, cruising speed, 530 km/h. Fokker 60, 469 km/h. Range, 2,055 km, service ceiling, 7,620 am, armament, 2 AGM-84D Harpoon missiles and radar, sonar systems. See also, related development, Fokker F27, Fairchild Hiller FH227, aircraft of comparable role, configuration and era, Antonov An-140, ATR-42 and 72, CASACN 235 and EADS CASAC 295, de Havilland Canada-8 Series 300, Embraer An-120 Brasilia, Fairchild Dornier 328 Family, Ilyushin Il-114, Saab 2000. And 340, Xi'an MA60/Xi'an Y7/Antonov An-24, references. European Aviation Safety Agency Type Certificate Datasheet, Fokker F27, Star Africa http, www.starafrica.com. Sudan Airways plane crash lands after WH193541 HTML, The Aviation Herald http, www.overall.com/ H article equal 443 dB 552 ampersand opt equal O, external links, Fokker services, Fokker 50 official page, Fokker 50 systems.